This is tying a falconer's knot to a perch. So first you want to hold the knot with your left hand. That will be where you will be holding your bird. And what you do is you take the end of the leash and go with your right hand, go down through the ring. If the ring is sideways, you are going to go from the left to the right. You pull that through and give yourself a good amount of leash to tie this falconer's knot, since you will need to tie 2 falconer's knots to have your bird secured to a perch. Next step is then to take that end of the leash and flip it over top of the leash that you are holding in your left hand. Next, what you'll do is you'll take your thumb and stick it up through the circle that you have just created, and then you will pinch from the underneath the end of the leash in between your index and your middle finger. Kind of creates a gun or almost a backwards 4 there. Next step, and this is the trickier part, is to rotate your hand down and around, keeping your thumb in place. Notice that you've created a circle there, a little loop, and then what you do is you take that end of the leash and pull it through that part of the leash, that loop that you have just created, and you pull tightly on the right side of that loop that you've created back towards the leash to tighten the knot. That is your falconer's knot right there. Next step is to safety it or lock it, and you just pull the end of the leash through that rope. Do not pull it tight there. Just keep that part nice and loose. And then again, to tie a second knot, just like you did before, flip the leash over top of the end that you're holding with your left hand. Make that a nice backwards 4 or that gun with your fingers. Loop your hand around, pull that leash through the loop that you've just created, pull back on the right side towards the leash, and then lock it into place. And the last step before you are finished is to pull that leash up towards the ring. Make sure your knot is at the ring. Then to untie it, you just pull out that lock that you've created and pull tight on the leash to complete it.